I've made over $1 million in sales selling one of the most underrated print-on-demand products, embroidered hats. Hats like these consistently make me and many other sellers thousands of dollars in sales per month and have been a game changer for mine and many other print-on-demand businesses. Hats are my best-selling product of all time and my favorite product to sell for a number of reasons. 1, there's way less competition compared to products like t-shirts. 2, they're cheap to ship due to their lightweight. And 3, they have a very low return rate since many are one size fits most. Best of all, simple hat designs tend to sell the best. For example, one of my best-selling designs made me $277,000 in sales in 60 days and it was purely text-based. So let's take a look at the product research and then I'm going to take you through a step-by-step tutorial on how to create a trendy hat for your business so you can make more sales and grow your brand. Also, be sure to watch until the end for some important design tips. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Adrian, a self-employed entrepreneur who's generated multiple 7 figures in sales across 2 apparel brands, and I love helping others make money online with Shopify and print on demand. My goal is to create the most positive and supportive community of print on demand sellers here on YouTube. So if that's you, join us by subscribing and interacting in the comments. There's no gatekeeping here and you always have a seat at this table. I hopped into Etsy to conduct product research, and using Everbee, we can see that there are currently over 4,900 monthly searches for the term hats, signaling huge demand. I went ahead and ran that search, and the first thing I want to do is filter by bestseller. So I'm going to tap the All Filters button in the top left. Let's go ahead and select physical items, star seller, and show results. Lastly, in the URL, I'm going to change the word star to best. Etsy no longer has a bestseller filter menu option, but this little hack allows you to still filter by bestseller. When I run this search, you can see that there are a number of popular now and best-selling hats, and notice that most of them are embroidered. To get a quick sales snapshot and see which of these hats are actually selling the best, I'm going to use Everbee to view the product analytics. Everbee is the product research tool that I use and recommend because it allows you to quickly analyze Etsy data to identify best-selling products and designs that you can use as inspiration for your own. You can try Everbee for free by clicking the link I've included below this video. I've sorted by estimated monthly revenue, and check out these numbers. This hat is estimated to have made $25,000 in sales in the last month. Let's go ahead and check out this top seller here and learn a bit more about it. This is a custom embroidered hat. It looks kind of like a vintage dad hat. We can see it has the Etsy's pick badge. 46 people bought this in the last 24 hours. And let's go ahead and check out the recent reviews. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort by most recent, and we can see that there are a lot of people buying this hat right now. Below, we can see some customer photos and notice that they are all purely text-based. Let's go ahead and analyze this listing using Everbee because I want to show you a really cool feature. Here we can see that quick snapshot showing that it's estimated to have made 1,000 sales, $25,000 in revenue. But I also want to show you this cool new trends feature. This lets us see the recent growth, which shows here that it's increased by 73% in the last 30 days. This shows that this is a product on the rise, and it's a great feature for trend spotting. So now that you know embroidered hats sell very well, not just for me, but for many other sellers, let me show you how to create a hat for your brand in 3 steps. Step 1 is to select the hat that you want to sell and grab the print area size dimensions. I hopped into Printify, which is my preferred print-on-demand company due to their huge product selection with over 1,000 products to sell, low production costs, and a large network of production partners all around the world. You can try Printify for free by clicking the link below and get 30 days of premium membership with code Adrian30. I tap the catalog menu on the left, and under accessories, I'm going to select hats. Printify recently added a bunch of new hats, which I was so excited to see. And the timing is great because right now is peak season for hat sales. There are a few hats here that I want to point out. This unisex distress cap sells very well. This new vintage cap is super trendy right now and also selling very well. And this classic dad cap is one of my best-selling hat styles and also really trendy right now. So let's go ahead and select this hat here. From here, you're going to want to select the fulfillment option, so you can let Printify choose for you, or you can choose manually. Here we can see that one is US based and the other is Poland based. Since my focus is selling to the US market, I'm going to select Fulfill Engine. This is going to take us to the editor, and right now we just want to grab the print area size dimensions, which are 1200 by 675, and take that over to our design tool. Step 2 is we want to create create our design. I recommend keeping embroidery designs very simple due to the limitations of embroidery machines and threading techniques. More on that later, but let's go ahead and create a simple embroidered hat design. I hopped into Kittl, which is one of my favorite design tools because it's easy to use, has a bunch of trendy pre-made design templates, and built-in AI functionality. The first thing I'm going to do for this design is tap the New Project button in the top right. From here, we're going to input those print area size dimensions from Printify. So I'm going to change the DPI to 300 first, then I'm going to change this to 1200 by 675. Next, tap that black Create button. This is going to open up the artboard so we can start designing. I want to create an all-white text-based design, so the first thing I'm going to do is change the background color so I can actually see it. I'm going to tap Artboard 1 on the right-hand menu, tap the color, and I'm just going to change this to black. To add our text to the design, just tap the text button in the top left. There are a number of purely text-based templates that you can start with, but you want to be careful when you're creating embroidery designs because many cannot create the same level of complexity as printed designs. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap Add Headline, and I want to change this text color to white. So again, on the right-hand side, tap the color and then just change it to whatever you want. Also on the right-hand menu, you can select the font style that you want to use. I'm actually going to stick with Roboto. This is a font that I've used for a lot of hats and it comes out really well with embroidery. When it comes to the design itself, I recommend creating a slogan that evokes emotion and relatability for your niche. I've always found that funny, relatable designs sell the best for me. So I'm going to go ahead and create a funny slogan for coffee lovers. And I'll just double click to type the first line. Next, I want to expand this text. So I'm just going to stretch it so that it takes up most of the artboard. For the next line, I'm just going to tap the duplicate icon, drag it under, and then change what it says. Let's go ahead and drag that a little bit lower. And that's it. I just want to keep this a purely text-based design. Like I said, these tend to sell very well on hats. Once you've completed your design, tap the export button in the top right and make sure you export it as a PNG file with a transparent background. Just an FYI, you can try Kittl for free by clicking the link below. And if you want to upgrade to a paid plan, make sure you use code AdrianYT for 25% off. For every tool that I'm using in this video, I've included my affiliate links below, along with any free trials, discounts, or special offers. Thank you in advance for using any of those links. Sponsors and affiliates support me as a creator at no extra cost to you and allow me to create more free content like this that I hope you're loving as much as I love creating. Step 3, let's add our design to a hat. I hopped back into Printify, and from the editor in the top right, I'm just gonna tap the Edit Tools icon. From here, you can tap Select Variants, and then you can choose which colors you wanna offer on your hat. My design is white, so I want to put it on a black hat so that it contrasts super well, but I'm also going to choose the stone color because that's really trendy right now. Once you've selected the color options, the next thing you're going to want to do is drag the design onto the mockup. This will show me what the design looks like on both colored hats. To see a more realistic image of the hat, I'm just going to tap the preview button in the top right. From here, I can see what it looks like on a mockup, but I can also see what it looks like on a human. If you're happy with how it looks, go ahead and tap the Save Product button in the bottom right. This will bring you to the mockup library where you can choose one of the Printify mockups. You can upload your own, or if you have a Placeit account, you can select the Placeit option, and they have some awesome hat mockups, many of which I've used myself. On the left-hand side, you'll see all of the Printify mockups, and on the right-hand side, you'll see the mockups selected. I want to target both men and women with this hat, so I'm going to go ahead and add the female mockups. Once you're happy with your mockup selection, go ahead and tap the Save Selection button in the bottom right. Next, you'll be taken to the product details page. You're just going to want to go ahead and fill out all the product details, and when you're happy with everything, tap the green Publish button in the bottom right to have Printify automatically publish this to your Shopify store or whichever platform you're selling on. And now for the important design tips. Whenever creating hat designs in Printify, I strongly recommend reviewing the product and design guidelines. Here we can see that Printify recommends using designs with full shapes that are spaced from each other instead of overlapping or being close together, which could look really bad on embroidered designs. The design should touch at least 2 sides of the template, otherwise it'll be scaled up to meet this requirement. And this is huge. Your design should not contain photos, gradients, small details, small text, small negative spaces, or transparency around the edges. Lastly, only use predefined embroidery thread colors up to 6 from the 14 available. These are the thread colors available. There's actually 15 here, and and you can use up to 6 per design. However, I recommend keeping the thread colors very simple if possible. My best-selling hat designs have been all white or all black thread. I want to end off by sharing a quick story. When I first started out in print on demand, I was mentored by someone whose best-selling product was a hat. I actually started my business alongside 2 friends. All of us were creating brands using Shopify and print on demand that were niche specific. Because our mentor told us that hats were their best-selling product, we all decided to offer hats in our shop. Within our first year, all 3 of our brands surpassed $100,000 in revenue, and the best-selling across all 3 brands in totally different niches was hats. I hope that inspires you to test out hats in your shop. Printify just released a bunch of new styles, and spring and summer tend to be the best time of the year for hat sales, even though they can sell well all year round. But I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments if you're currently selling hats or if you plan to release hats in your shop. Lastly, I've created a bunch of free resources which you can find below, including my 60-minute masterclass where I share the strategy I used to make multiple millions in sales across 2 apparel brands with Shopify and print on demand, and discuss how you can get direct coaching from me and my team through my training and coaching program, T-Shirt Legends Academy.